Back again. Today I wanted to talk about something I found this morning. It looks like we're getting another patch to Dark Souls 3. Patch will be coming out tomorrow, actually, on the 10th. It'll be patch 1.05. There's a lot to the patch notes. There's like a ton of them, so I'm not going to sit here and read them all off. I'm just going to put a link in the description so you can check them out. But what I wanted to talk about is how annoying those patch notes are. Like, they've been this way since the beginning, and it's just, I don't know if it gets on you guys' nerves, but it gets on my nerves. And like, mainly what I'm talking about is whenever a change is done to equipment, like they always say it's been adjusted. Like every other game, when it was regards to like weapons or something, it'll say they either buffed or nerfed it, alright? Like, you know what the adjustment is. It's either buffed or nerfed. But these guys will just say adjusted, and we have no idea what's going on until the, after the patch, and then you start doing experiments with it. Now I'm sure, I just wanted to gauge you guys and see how you feel about that. To me, it's annoying as fuck. But there might be people out there who enjoy it, who, enjoy the surprise and testing out the weapons and equipment to see if it was buffed or nerfed. Buffed or nerfed. I can't even talk right now. So, you guys let me know about that. There were some cool things in the patch notes, too. Like everything's 100% clear except for when it comes to quote-unquote adjustments to weapons. So, one thing I liked, it's the complaint I had, was the amount of arrows you can carry. Like, I think it's so stupid that you can only carry 99 arrows, and it says that they increased the amount of arrows you can carry. It didn't say how much, just says it increased the amount, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not anything stupid, like, yeah, we increased it to 100. Yeah, just one extra. Even though that one extra bullet could go a long way, but still. They increased the amount, so that's cool. Another thing I noticed that might give people grief is there was no mention, like out of all the weapons adjustments, there was no mention of an adjustment to the Dark Sword. And I know the community as a whole has issues with the Dark Soul. Like it's OP. I mean, point blank period. I never used it in PvP because it's OP. I don't think it's fair, and it's annoying. But I do use it in PvE, and even in PvE, as you can see from here, it's way OP. So I figured if they, had a patch note that said adjustment to Dark Sword, it would be, hopefully, nerfing it a little, to some degree. Like, I highly doubt they would actually buff it more. Buff it and make it stronger, so. But there was no mention of that. There was also no mention of poise either, which I don't know, that was kind of wishful thinking. I didn't really expect there to be, because, as they say, poise works as intended. I still hadn't found out the intent of that. If any of you guys did, let me know, because I really want to know how it works. It works perfectly according to them, but I don't know how, because it's obviously different than the way it was in previous games. But yeah, I'll put those patch notes down in the comments. But the main thing is, you guys let me know, do you enjoy like the cryptic language of the patch notes, and having the test and struggle and compare notes to the previous, the way it was previously? Like, how do you even adjust that? The guys who do you like have recordings of your gameplay with set weapons, and then look at compare the damage or whatnot? I'm like, should it really be that much work? I think they should just let us know, hey, we buffed this, we nerfed this, we buffed this, we nerfed this. Not we adjusted and then it's up to the player to find out what said adjustment was. It's just I don't know, it's a minor annoyance. The game is cool. I don't even think most of these patches, I don't even think were necessary, to be honest with you. I mean, to me the game runs perfectly fine, but I guess things didn't work as they intended, so they're fixing some things. I did notice one thing that they fixed, though, that was annoying, is that the scythe doesn't penetrate shields at close distance, and they're fixing that. So that's cool. That's one minor gripe I had, but it wasn't a big deal. like a huge deal. But yeah, I'll go ahead, like I said, I'll put the link in the description for those. You guys can check them out. And what I really want to know is how you guys feel about the cryptic descriptions. Do you enjoy it, or do you find it as annoying as I do? So I'm just going to go ahead, level Conan up. That's who this is, by the way. It's my Conan cosplay. As of right now, this is about as good as I can get until I get some different pieces. Maybe I can make him look more barbarian-esque. I wish the bandit gear from Souls 2 was in this game, because that was perfect. Like I showed you guys that on my, my previous video when I was talking about cosplay and character design. But there he is. Yes, he has the Dark Soul, but I don't PvP with it, so don't give me R1 grief. But yeah, check out those patch notes. Again, I'll put them in the description. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, subscribe, all that jazz, and check out my previous videos. You all take care.